the strictest gun laws in the nation.
A couple hundred students at Grant High School walked out at 1:14 Tuesday afternoon in support of Measure 114.
It's time we get something in our Oregon legislation that addresses gun violence head on.
What are you, stupid? What's the matter with you?
Before we get started today, big thanks to Black Forest Turkesterone for sponsoring this video. It is a research proven form of natural steroids. Without all the BS side effects that you hear about steroids. No, it's not gonna shrink your nuts. I've been on it for a few months. Biggest results that I've seen is a huge energy boost, stronger in the gym. And when you're stronger in the gym, you put more muscle on because you can lift more. Logic, gotta have it. So there's gonna be a link below the video. Go try it out, completely recommend it. Everyone, welcome back. So the other day when I was making a video about one of the most extreme gun measures to ever be introduced, the whole time in the back of my head I was just kind of thinking, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it's not gonna pass. There's no way in fucking hell. And the reason why I didn't think it would pass is simply because what is inside of it has zero logic in it. And then I thought about it even more, and then I saw how many votes Beto O'Rourke got here in Texas. And that's when it hit me. There are some really, really stupid people out there, and there's a lot of them. So all of those thoughts kind of came together to one single point, and it's simply that we have had it too good in America. If your biggest issue is the pronouns somebody calls, you have it too good. If the biggest issue you have is having to keep a baby that you had sex to make, you have it too good. How hard is it to go to the gas station and pick up a couple of extra small condoms for that dude you met at that rave? I mean, seriously, how hard is that? Is that too hard? We've had it too easy. And when we boil it down to what really matters, it's our Constitution. We're nothing without it. We're just a bunch of fucking people walking around, ho-hum. I believe in this. Oh, you believe in this? Well, fuck you. Okay. Well, I'm going to go over here and try to figure this out. We have nothing to stand for without our Constitution. But a lot of people in America do not understand that. Anyone who votes for gun control does not understand that, because I can promise you, if we're invaded by China, you're gonna be begging to come hang out with me, because you will be the first to die, not me. So anyways, ballot 114 passed in Oregon. And let me just give you a few details, because like I said, I thought it was a joke. Okay, somebody got a wild hair up their ass. They're just gonna stick as much crap as they can in this ballot, and hopefully people will vote for it. But it actually passed. And this is what it entails, because now pretty much every single Democratic state is going to try to pass something like this. Because they pass it in one state, it's gonna be a domino effect now. Large capacity magazines over 10 rounds are now banned. Better get good at those tactical reloads up there in Oregon. It also requires local law enforcement to give you a permit in order to buy a gun. You serious? Why don't you add into this, you have to bring a box of donuts too? I mean, seriously. You also have to do safety training. Now look, when you turn 21, do you go to a class on how to safely drink alcohol? Because alcohol sure as fuck kills more people every year than guns. How do you come up with a course like that? What if it's a 6'3", 240-pound person like me versus a 5 foot, 100-pound chick? Okay guys, you can only have 6 beers a night. That chick's gonna be more hammered than Jim Leahy and the Trailer Park Boys.
2 shots of vodka.
But this is the point on why people don't think about this stuff before they put it into law. What is considered adequate firearm training? Your definition and mine may be very different. Is it knowing how to load a magazine into the gun? Is it knowing how to shoot a gun without freaking out like it's your first time? I think here's the thing that people don't think about when we talk about guns, gun control, or really anything that can hurt a human being. Let's take the shooting that happened in Virginia. A guy shot 3 football players. Do you think that was random, or do you think maybe this guy was upset at something they did and was a huge pussy about it, so he just decided to shoot him instead of, I don't know, have a conversation. That is not the Second Amendment right there. Using a gun with emotion is not the Second Amendment. You meet force as it is dealt to you. I'll give an example for all the people out there who voted for this measure. I go to the gas station the other night, and I'm walking past this truck, and he backs up and misses me by about 6 inches. I would have went flying. This guy pulled out like he was in the Fast and Furious movie. And so he's got his window down, so I said, hey, dude, you almost just fucking hit me. Now, mind you, I have my gun on me. Is that an opportunity for me to pull my gun out, be intimidating, and whatever else? No, it's not. But I'll tell you, I was ready to throw down with this guy after what he said, because once he stopped and he listened to me, he said, well, maybe you shouldn't be walking there, dumbass. So then I went on to tell him to get out of his fucking car, and he ended up driving off. But that's the point I'm trying to make, is in a situation like that, emotion has nothing to do with me carrying a gun. I only deploy that thing if he pulls out a gun. But that's the point in all of this. It doesn't matter if it's legal or if it's not. The simple reality of this country is that if you have some money, you can find someone who will get you something illegal. So good luck in Oregon, because y'all's crime rate is out of control, and now it's gonna only get worse, because criminals are gonna see this and they're gonna say, well, it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier to rob places now.